Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Corey Feldman doing another video today on XRP. Just kidding, it's Rich doing another video today. But I actually read your comments, and people say I sound like Corey Feldman. But the thing is, as I read your thoughts, I see things that, stand out to me. Some people believe I don't need to tell you to be patient, which is most likely true because you've been holding XRP for quite a while now. I'm sure most of you have. But the reason I point out being patient in the game of crypto is important is because if a new investor is watching one of my videos, I want to remind them not to get discouraged, not to become impatient. Don't go and sell your XRP at a loss and try to make money somewhere else and then get back in. That's very risky. The other thing that people always ask me, when do I see the market going off? Well, no one knows when the market's going to go off. I mean, people say, hey, I have insiders on the inside feeding me information, and it's nonsense, in my opinion, because if that was the case, that would be considered insider trading. Anybody who's giving out details on something ahead of like an announcement, like say, for instance, okay, the SEC calls me up and says, hey, on your video tonight, please tell your audience that we're going to settle on Friday. Well, if I told all of you that, that would be considered insider trading. I would know ahead of the market. And people that do that, they give people that sense of hype and hope and all that. Instead, I want to give you facts. I want to more or less tell you, hey, this could happen. This is a scenario that could play out. I don't come here and try to discourage you either. Instead, I want to keep you very optimistic in the things you already hold. Because I have one vision for all of us, me and you, and that's for us to get very rich with our investments, such as XRP. I've said it time and time again. All I care about is the end game, and you not selling too soon and regretting it later. I want you all to get so rich that you never have to worry about money ever again in your life, or maybe your kids' life, or your grandkids' lives. As time goes on, though, I will continue to point out facts on this channel over and over again as facts come out. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because today's video starts with something I see as FUD, but then turns into something that could be possibly going on. So let's take a look. Say hello to the XRP Ledger chip implant. Keep your wallet with you at all times. Announcement. By chip microchip implant is now implementing Ripple payment systems into the product. This means that the microchip owners will not be needing to connect their microchip to their bank accounts anymore. That's actually really scary. And even this guy pointed out that this might be FUD. BuyChip announced this back in January of 2018. It's a passive RFID-NFC chip that can easily be put in a ring. Remember, it's not the tool that's evil. It's the governments that mandate these things to be implanted that are evil. Kind of like what I tell you about CBDCs. It's great technology in the right hands. In the wrong hands, it could be something that none of us actually want. Now, I'm not going to ever tell you to sell based on the fact that CBDCs can be used in a bad way, because guess what? We're getting them anyway, whether we like it or not. But then what happened is this, and now this is where everything takes kind of a little bit of a turn. Microchip implants let you pay with your hand. Having a microchip implant could soon be the next step in climbing up the corporate ladder. Then we see this. Check this out. Researchers are testing a microchip they implant in the brain to try and cure addiction. Would you get the surgery? Now, here's the thing. They're starting to make it popular, which I don't really like, because think about it. If they make it popular, everybody's going to want one. The bad thing about everybody wanting one, who's controlling it? That's my worry. Not only that, think about it like this. You work at a company and the company says, we need you to get microchip. Now your company could watch every single thing you do. That doesn't sound like a good thing to me. But again, they're making it more and more popular. The corporations, via the World Economic Forum, will microchip our children. Do you want that? And again, I believe kids should make their own decisions when they get older. And I would never put a microchip in any of my children. To me, that's totally ridiculous. But you know what? There's people out there that will because of popularity. The more popular something becomes, the more people want it. Tesla owner implants car keys in his hands using microchip. Again, making it popular, tying it to big companies like Tesla, popular companies like Tesla. A lot of people like Elon Musk. I like Elon Musk because I like his whole stance on freedom of speech. There's a lot of things about Elon Musk that are great. Microchipping is not so great. And Elon wants to put that thing in your head, that neuro implant thing. So the thing is this. The more and more closer we get with CBDCs launching and things like that, I think we're going to hear a lot more about microchips. Now, I don't believe Ripple wants to microchip you. I think the first part of this video may have been total FUD, but I may be totally wrong. Just in, Ripple confirms CBDC announcements coming soon. So they're going to have more announcements in the near future. And then as far as the SEC, crypto legal expert says XRP settlement between SEC and Ripple could be imminent. Means it could happen. Definitely going to happen. Top U.S. Attorney Jeremy, says Ripple and the SEC could settle before December 22nd. Now that's important because I believe they're going to settle before ISO 222 in November. I believe they could even settle before that with Flare going live. That's a pretty big deal. But the thing is, I know it definitely has to happen before FedNow goes live. And I know people are going to say, well, they never actually said they're going to use Ripple as far as FedNow. But we could pretty much, based on the facts that I've pointed out in multiple videos, the people involved could pretty much say with 100% certainty that they're going to use XRP, which means a settlement definitely has to happen before then. Just in, Ripple partner Bitso teams up with AfriChange on Canadian-Mexico crypto remittances. You see how more and more payment rails are happening right now as we speak all over the world. Not just with XRP, but also with XLM. Things are moving so much faster now than they ever have. So that 2024 idea, I believe, is gone. People have said to me multiple times, oh, we have until 2024 to 2025. I think it's a different timeline we're looking at now. This is big. Ripple partners 2C, 2P, and SCB Thailand have been chosen by the Bank of Thailand to test its retail CBDC. Retail CBDC. Now, I do a lot of videos on Stellar also. And I always said that there has to be some sort of CBDC for Stellar to be implemented for person to person and retail. Now we're starting to see how small businesses will be tied to CBDCs also. Ripple is already doing this for years. Now Swift Go is just a marginal improvement on top of outdated and obsolete infrastructure. Just exchange of data with unidirectional messaging when Ripple offers exchange of value. The Nostro Vostro and pre-funded liquidity model is bad for the world economy and must end. Now, this was a pretty big thing that people started trying to FUD around, but I couldn't find the FUD. It was there yesterday, I believe, and then now those tweets are gone. So what they're trying to say here is that this is the alternative. Swift is going to update their system and all of a sudden you're no longer going to need XRP, but they're totally wrong. XRP, in my opinion, is definitely the chosen one. We're going to see it implemented all over the world. Right now, things don't look good with the market. The market's always going sideways or down. That's not going to last. And I always tell you that on this channel because I don't want you to get discouraged. There's people out there that just stare at the market all day, waiting for those green candles to come up. And then by the end of the day, they're so discouraged and so depressed about it. Don't watch the market. Our time is coming. Right now is probably one of the greatest times of our lives as far as getting rich. But with that comes a two-edged sword, like I said multiple times. We need CBDCs for XRP to move the money. That's what would make us rich. On the other hand, we don't want CBDCs because they could control us. That's the crazy part about it. And most people are saying, hey, they're coming no matter what, so I might as well get rich in the meantime. And that's the way I look at it also, because it doesn't matter if you or I invest in it at all. This is coming either way. And I keep pointing out different things on this channel also about how they're keeping us very distracted with all the crisis. And it's true. You don't hear about CBDCs on the news. You don't hear about CBDCs, period. This new financial system is getting built in the background while we're being distracted all the time. That's why I make videos like that. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. Please click the like and subscribe button as it helps this channel grow. I appreciate all of you. You made this channel grow into something I never thought it was ever going to become. We'll see you in the next video. Have a great night.